All right, welcome everybody to Annual T, and I hope everybody's doing all right. I am doing this review in English because I just got this. I just got this figure. I think it was like 3 weeks ago, 2 weeks ago, and I just finally got the upgrade kit for it about last week. And not many people know about the upgrade kit, so I wanted to record this video as fast as I possibly could. So all of you know, those of you who are having issues with this figure who have not bought it because of the obvious flaws, let me tell you, the upgrade kit fix all of that. I'm going to do this video again in Spanish later on, but I just really wanted to get this out there. So there is the Gamer Edition Optimus Prime, and yes, he looks good. If you look at images of the game, he matches pretty much 98% of what you see there in the game. So for comparison, here goes first. This is the original from several years back, the deluxe class. So you can see how they. So you see, this is a more game accurate one. I think it looks badass. So I'll have a look at it from the front, so you see the difference there. Now even from the side, see that front end. This is way more game accurate. So I'm going to also leave a link to the upgrade kit down below. I got it from eBay. It arrived. It took 2 weeks to arrive, and let me tell you something, totally worth it. There was only one piece that I had to glue down. Everything else just goes in nice with friction. And let me show you the first piece. The first two pieces are these here. Because for those of you that have seen the reviews of this figure, or maybe already have it, will know that these toe pieces are totally hollow. This upgrade kit fixes all of that. And the most important part, because I know a lot of people are going to ask, well, does the upgrade kit fix that big ass hole that's in the back? And let me tell you something. Yes, it does. Look at that. Now, these pieces will actually, you'll put them in up top here. They're on a swivel. But at least on my upgrade kit, I don't know if it'll happen to yours. This side kept popping out, so I had to crazy glue it down. But you see, it works no problem. Now, the red here, I painted that. It arrives completely blue, so that's up to you whether you want to paint it or not. I just actually finished painting this, I think it was like an hour ago. I was just letting the paint settle before I started recording. But you see that upgrade kit, totally worth it, totally fixes that back end. And so you can compare it to the original. Yeah, so you see, this is way more game accurate. So I'll probably sell this one off, or I'll just maybe gift that to my brother. He's starting his Transformers collection. But as you can see, it's like if you're playing the game when you're looking at him from the back. I mean, totally worth it. Now, the other pieces for the upgrade kit, you can only see them in the robot mode, and we're going to get to that. First of all, let's get to the accessories of the figure. He comes with the Gatling gun that he uses in the game. As you see, very hollow. Yeah, but yeah, that is the Gatling gun that he uses as his main weapon in the game. And he also comes with the battle axe. I don't know if you can see that. All right. Now the battle axe, the way it comes into pieces, so you just put his hand up in there, or you can have him holding it from down here. And you can put the axe in two configurations. You can either have it typical axe fashion, or typical axe fashion, my bad, or you can have his Viking dwarf battle axe. Now I think the paint job totally sucks, but hey, it's a more accurate battle axe than anything we've gotten. So I did see one guy, he did do a custom paint job on his figure and the axe, and let me tell you, it looks beautiful. He was able to do this beautiful orange like in the game where it's glowing. But he did that with an airbrush, and if you're not an airbrushed artist, obviously you're not going to be able to do that. So I am not going to try to paint this bad boy as much as I want to. All right, so let's get to Optimus. Let me move to the bigger tripod. That way I have more room to work. And yes, those are the next figures that I'm going to be reviewing. I'm just every 2 days, every 2 or 3 days, maybe uploading a video or something. So, all right, so let's see, shouldn't have any problem here. All right. So as you can see, yeah, definitely he's a lot bigger, a lot longer. Like I said, way more game accurate. The transformation is completely different to this one. Okay, so it's completely different. So forget what you know with the other one. Okay, so here what we're gonna do is, so let's start down here, pry this open. Now the good thing about this one, what I like, is that everything actually, everything goes in nice and solid. So it's nice and solid, as you can see. Sometimes you're gonna have to pry stuff off. They go pry stuff open. See, there you go. A must-have Transformers tool, especially if you're dealing with third-party figures, because third-party figures, a lot of times they are very tight. All right. So let's keep that open for now. Now let's deal with the legs. So let's pull this open here. And let's move these arms. And now, as you can see, as you move the arms, it's going to move the whole waist assembly. All right. So here we just open here. And you can see the upgrade kit is designed to do that. Now, I will show you how to hook that in, and I'm going to show you that now. So, okay. Let's see, make sure that the light is hitting just right. Let me, okay, I'm going to turn them upside down so you guys can see. All right. So, the upgrade kit, this whole piece here is part of the upgrade kit. So, the way it's designed, open up like that. There's this hollow rectangular section here. It's designed to go in there. Now, problem that this side had is that, focus, that this side kept popping out. You know, so it would not stay solid in there. So I had to crazy glue it and hold it down. I did not have that problem with this side. This side entered perfectly with friction, and it has not come out since. So I don't know if after you order it, if you guys are gonna have the same issue. Now I did have to, because remember these are 3D printed, so a lot of times, so I did have to like sand down that extra, you know, that piece that connects it to, you know, the grid, whatever, you know, like a model. All right, so let's bring these down. Let's bring the arms up. Okay, here we go. All right, let's get the legs down. Okay, now let's move this. These are the feet. As you can see, everything moves together. Right? And we turn the tire around. So you can actually, my bad. You can actually put that like that, or you can just leave it like this. I prefer to leave it like this, that way it doesn't get hooked on anything. And you bring this piece down, which will make the front of the leg. And then this will come down here. Now if you see, got that hole there, it'll peg in right there. Okay, same thing over here. Just bring that up, bring the leg cover down, turn the tires around, peg down in, and there go the legs. All right. So now here, we open this up a bit. Now these are just going to be, these are going to be hooked in here. There's a hole here, so it's going to connect there, and it stays pretty solid. Okay. Now what we do is, now we turn it around, open up that top end, and we turn all of this here. All right, turn the head up, and we're gonna have a closer look at that head sculpt. Let's see here. My bad. Yeah, I was twisting the wrong way. So now, okay, now the quality of the plastic on this figure is a bit lighter than this one. This one has a more harder plastic. This one is a bit more lighter. So just be careful when you're turning things, because I get the bad feeling that something might break on it. All right, so here, what we do is we fold this up. Oh, my bad. Yeah, am I right? Yeah, I'm right. Oh, no, wait a minute. Yeah, knew I had to turn it around. There we go. Okay, so yeah, remember you have to turn it around, okay? Then you bring this up. And what's it gonna do is that you see these pieces here, this is where all of this is gonna slide back into. So let me show you with this up so you can see it. So you see, and there we go. And that's how it'll stay there. Okay, so now with the arms, we just bring those up. We just turn those around like that. And there he is. And if you look for images, the game images, and for those of you who remember the game, he is way more accurate now to the game model. The shoulder pieces, because in this version, I have another video where I'm reviewing him. I don't know when I'm going to post that one, because I really wanted to, to let you guys know about this, about the mod kit. But you'll be able to see the difference. In the other figure, this is like way thinner. The chest is like a bit flat. Even the head sculpt is a lot simpler, because if you take a look at the head sculpt here, way more accurate to the game. And he has that line that he has there on the faceplate. If y'all remember in the game, that's actually where they have that. He has that red light glow that all the characters have in the game. And the deluxe one, the old one, didn't have that. And if you see, the head is actually way more detailed. Even the eyes, look at the detail on the eyes, how they're painted. You have the blue and that black line around it. Now, like I said, in the original figure, the shoulder pieces were very thin. This is way more accurate to the game, especially with this molded detail here. And you can actually, which I think this is what I'm going to do, since I already got him transformed. I'm going to pick, because these knuckle pieces are supposed to be gray. So I think that's another thing I'm going to do as soon as I'm done reviewing him. I'm going to paint those pieces there, make them even more accurate. As you can see, the legs and all that. And he comes with this extra added detail, which I love. We open up the chest, and we have a matrix of leadership, but what really impressed me the most was this molded detail all throughout here. Now, I've got to go back to the game and see if, because this molding here resembles those light panels that they have, so I don't know if maybe I would have to paint this, but I think it looks great the way it is. And you can actually remove, this. So, and it's pretty much no detail on the other side. It's just on the other side. So it's not going to be like, for those of you that have the third-party Optimus Prime, Fall of Cybertron Optimus Prime, the Planet X one, and the third-party Nova Prime, it's not like their matrices where you can turn them both ways and it's the same thing. It only has that detail on one side, and it's actually a bit smaller than those matrices. And I think it might be smaller than the matrix that comes with the Hasbro Rodimus Prime. Alright, so let's get to articulation here so you guys can check it out, and then I'll show you where the upgrade pieces go. Now the head turns, just gotta be careful, gotta move it around a bit. The shoulders, as you saw, a bit more than 90-degree rotation, bicep, wrist rotation. You get waist rotation. As for the legs, there we go. You can do the full splits on them. The legs come up, and what I love is that this, like that skirt piece, is actually molded in as part of the part of what holds the leg. So you're not gonna have a problem. Now the legs don't go back at all due to the design. So as you see, so 90 degrees, even with all that kibble that he has on the back of his legs. The ankles, not too much rotation there. Well, actually, yeah. You just gotta move. Remember to move the panels a bit. Let's see. I'm gonna show you. Let's see. So just remember, there's a limit due to that upgrade piece there. So like, if you want to leave them like that, that way it doesn't hinder your rotation. The toes don't actually move. Now, as for the upgrade pieces in the robot mode, this piece here covers up where the mushroom peg is in there. Now these were a little hard to get in. I actually had to sand them down a bit because where he removed them from the sprues after printing, it was still kind of there. He hadn't sanded them down all the way, so I had to finish that off. So yeah, he matched the red as best as he could. It's actually a bit darker, but yeah, it looks good. I got no problem with it. And the thighs. You get these pieces that cover up those hollow thighs, and these are held in by, both of them are held in by pressure. So you know, I mean, you're really gonna have to snap them in. But once you get them in there, yeah, see, nothing's popped out. So he has that gimmick like all the characters from this line. If you guys remember the game, that their forearms transform into the weapons, kind of like the Bay movies. And Transformers Prime, obviously. Yeah, so there you go. Actually put him doing poses like from the game there. And with the Gatling gun. And as for the axe, let's mess with the axe for a little bit. Okay, like I said, you just gotta take it apart here. Yeah. And it goes in pretty tight, so it's not going to shake around in his hands. So, okay, now you just put this piece back on. So if you want to do that image, that classic image from the game intro, where he just brings out the axe and then charges at the Decepticon lines. All right. Alright, so there you go. So you can see how he looks. So yeah, I think the figure by itself without the upgrade kit, I seriously thought twice, because that gap in the back of the vehicle mode really turned me off to it. There also is storage for this. You just hook it on the back, but it looks weird. He has a forearm and a hand hanging from his ass. You know, so I'm not even going to bother with that. But yeah, that's what really put me off from buying this figure for a while, because of that gap that was in the back end of the vehicle mode. And I know a lot of people are probably saying the same thing, that they haven't bought it for that particular reason. Because this, let's say this Gamer Edition line suffered a little bit. There were some figures. I mean, I think this is the best figure right now of the first three that have come out. Yes, he has his issues, but once you get that upgrade kit totally brings the figure to another level. I'm hoping that they make an upgrade kit for Bumblebee. Even though I did do some mods on my Bumblebee, let me show you a little bit here. So their sizes do match up to each other in scale, like in the game. You know, I painted that tire piece on them, and it gives them a nice level of detail there. Now, a lot of people were complaining, and I complained too, that the ankle tilt is on the wrong side here. So a lot of people have been doing, well, you have two ways to do it. You can either twist this around, but you have that hole there. So I'm hoping there's an upgrade kit that, you know, covers those holes up. So, you know, people are just turning that around and then turning the leg around, so that way, you know, they have the ankle tilt here. There's another guy, and guys, I'm going to tell you this as of now. This other guy was saying that you remove the legs, you know, switch them around, and when you transform them, all you have to do is just turn the waist around. Yes, you can do that, but it doesn't transform all the way, because this piece here, as you can see, I painted this in, and this piece here, when you go into vehicle mode, does not click in all the way, because it is hitting on this piece here. And I have a grinder that I can actually bring this down, but I don't know how, how far that hollow piece goes in, and I don't want to, just grind this thing down, and then I got another hole in there that I got to worry about, so I'm gonna wait for a little while, see if somebody comes up with an upgrade kit for him. If not, then I'll have to try that. I'll have to just take the grinder and just grind this piece down, make it nice and flat, because I don't know if you can see it there. Yeah, see, it's flat here, then this here, and this piece just keeps making this piece pop up. So I'm gonna try to grind that down and see if that works, and we'll see. By the time I get to this figure, or if I manage to solve that before, I'll do like a special edition video like I'm doing when I did this Optimus Prime in a rush. So all right, so Optimus, let's transform him back. So let's get that off. And let's get this axe out here. All right. Oh, and I also got Barricade, and Barricade I did have to modify him a bit. It's mostly stuff with the paint job. Yes, he does look a lot like the character from the game, but the tires were not painted the way they were supposed to be. So you can see I did that here. Now, when I review the figure, I will show you guys how I did that. So if you guys want to paint yours, you'll have an idea how to do that. So, and trust me, in vehicle mode, this adds a whole new level of detail to him, making him look more like more game accurate. Even though he already does a lot, a hell of a lot, way game accurate. It looks incredible in this vehicle mode, but the glow on the tires really helps. So okay, so start with the arms. Let's get into more or less. Get into more or less like that, where it was. Let's start reverse from the way, from the last one we did. Okay, so let's turn this around. Yeah, I keep forgetting. So you got to turn that around. Okay, so that's how you want them. Then you bring this around. And now that will let you bring this down. Remember, the bumper needs to pass these pieces here, and then you just stick them in there. They're gonna tab in, as you saw here, and here. Okay? Just go nice and easy. There's no rush. Remember, since this plastic is a bit softer than the old one, you don't want to take the risk of overbending something and it breaks, because it will break a lot easier than the old one. The old one was a more high quality plastic. All right, so all right, this is supposed to. Oh wait, that's my bad there. Oh man. Yeah, just messing with this dude is. Oh, make sure the upgrade kit is up, so that way I can. Okay, we untap this. Remember to bring the smokestacks up. Now we're gonna move this, and we're going to move this now. All right. I love how he was able to, because a lot of these pieces, remember, this is 3D printed, so I love how he was able to actually make it with a hinge. So it's like two pieces that he put together. I love how he was able to do that. All right, so let's get the arm down here. Let's turn this around. All right, now the arms, what you're gonna do is you're gonna bring this down. Oops, my bad. Yeah, I think it's me that's wrong there. Like that. and you will see when I start hooking everything together. Okay, so when you're going to hook the arm in, if you see there's a tab there, there's a hole around in there. I don't think you can see it from here, but maybe I can show you it here on the other side. All right, there. So that's where you're going to hook the arms into. All right, so let's open this up and get all this ready. All right. Yeah, I think this is the proper way that it's supposed to be configured, but because the arms always confuse me a bit. So let me just put it like the other one. If it doesn't work, we'll just flip it around. No problem there. Then the arms will just tab in together. Whoops, I just pulled something out there. So sorry, but I'm trying to do this through the phone camera. So that way I know you guys are seeing what I'm doing. And sometimes it's a pain in the ass because in the camera, I'm seeing things way smaller than their actual size. All right, see? There we go. Nice and fitted together. And then we can just close this, and this will actually, this will tab, you should be able to see it there. This will tab into there. I'm sorry about the camera going out of focus, but it focuses on the closest thing. And obviously my hands are, oh, and I forgot to put in something first. Yeah, this here. Let's hook this in together. The roof of the vehicle mode. All right, and this will at the same time tab into here. So it's going to tab into two different places, which is why it was so secure. Now they hooked in there. It's supposed to be tabbed in. Come on. There we go. All right. And so even if these arms are not tabbed in all the way, they're not going to come out. All right, so let's get everything in there, see? There we go. I'm going to show you that back piece again because this is the main reason why why a lot of people were just like, you know, I'm not too sure about buying the figure, because that's one of the reasons why I didn't want to get them, was because that big hole in the back where you can see with the fists in there. And as you can see, this upgrade kit, once you have it put in, and if you want to paint it, like I said, I just finished painting this about 2 hours ago. I mean, it makes the world of difference. There's pieces up here that cover up those hollow spaces. I mean, now, with this upgrade kit in there, it is totally worth it. And I highly recommend it. So, there you go, guys. Like I said, I'm going to try to modify this bad boy. See if I can, you know, bring this around, because let's say the truth, it was looking forward. I think this looks way better than this. Even though with this painted, it does give it a nice, another level of detail there. But, you know, but I don't know. We'll see. We'll see. That's if I can manage to modify it. I'm going to wait a little bit, see if somebody makes an upgrade kit to cover these gaps up. And we'll see how it works. I can already tell you that compared to the original Bumblebee, the top half looks good. The original figure, from the waist down, because if you see, they eliminated his abs. So, you know. But, you know, back to Optimus. And yes, he does have storage for his guns. You can actually put this stuff in the vehicle mode. As you can see, the gun, if I remember correctly, you can hook it in here into the top end. But since I haven't really messed with that, Now I'm just like not sure. Can you hook it in there? Or is it supposed to hook in back here? Yeah, there we go. Hooks into the back. Yeah, I think that looks pretty good. Doesn't have that. Doesn't have a weapon. It doesn't have that gun, because like in this one, you put in his handgun. It was like all the way up here. It was like way high. But like I said, let's do that comparison again so you can see the difference. Yeah. So like I said, this is the main deal. You want a good Optimus? Here's the Optimus. You can actually hook in that axe like that. Well, it's kind of weird now, but like I said, from what you've seen there, I think you guys will love that upgrade kit for those of you who wanted to get this figure, and I highly recommend it. I'm going to leave a link for that upgrade kit in the description below, and there's another upgrade kit I'm going to get for Point Blank, because those of you who have this figure know that the upgrade kit will cover all of this up and will actually give them a bigger crotch piece. So I'll be reviewing that, and I'll let you know how that goes. Like I said, I don't know when I'll have the review for this one up, but once I do, you'll be able to compare and decide for yourself. But I'm telling you, if you want a game accurate, this is what you want. If you want something with a much harder plastic, because this plastic is way more solid than this. This plastic is way softer. And then you'll probably want this one, but oh yeah, see, take a look at the head sculpt there, because you can see it doesn't have as much detail there as the new one does. You can see that there. So obviously, you know, this is a deluxe, so Voyager class, and this is available right now. I think it's like 40 or maybe $50. I could be a bit wrong up there about the pricing, because I ordered a couple, so my pricing might be a bit confused. But find it on Amazon. I think I got this one from Amazon. If not from Amazon, then it was from BigBadToyStore.com. No, Bumblebee I got from Big Bad Toy Store. This one I got from Amazon. So, and the upgrade kit from eBay. Like I said, I'm gonna leave that link down below. And once you guys get that upgrade kit, I'm telling you, way more accurate. Just like, it's like you're playing the game. You're sitting there from the back end when he's hitting that turbo. You know what I mean? I'm telling you, totally worth it. Totally worth it. All right, so I'll see you guys in the next video. All right, it's not common that I do the videos in English, but I really wanted to give you guys that info about this figure and the upgrade kit. I may do all the Spanish ones again in English later on after I'm done with all the figures. But I mean, I'll see how it goes.